just a quick review. The dictionary defines love as a profound and caring affection. A profound and caring affection. It's not just an affection, it's a profound and caring. So don't just say I love you. And I'll show you something about love tonight that blew my own mind. Don't just say I love you, express you love me. Love is expressed, not said. You can say it all day long until you express it. It is a profound caring. And caring, you can say it. You can say, I care for you. You can say, I care. I care for you, or you care for me when I say you care for me. Okay, it is the receiver that can gauge whether you care or not. It is not the giver. Because what you consider to be care may not be care. So love is a profound and caring affection towards one another, towards another person. Love is also defined as a deep or abiding liking. It's a deep and abiding liking. You know, it's not a liking that comes as a result of what you do. That is, if you do something to me or for me, I will like you because of that. That's not love. It's an abiding liking. No matter what you do, I'm crazy about you. No matter what you do, I still like you. It is a deep and abiding liking. It never fade away. It never fade away. You know, that's terrible in the church. You know, in the church, one day you love the church, tomorrow you disappear. Yeah. There is no abiding. There is no abiding. It doesn't abide. So, and I'm laying this foundation before, you know, we get into marriage, so that you can know what marriage really means. Because marriage is the consummation of all these ingredients called love. You know, when love matured, it matured into marriage. You know, but if you don't even know what love is, then what you had before you get married is not love, it's lust. Okay, because if it's love, we won't have so many divorces. Love is abiding. You know, it's abiding. So it continues, you know, it's an affection that abides. It is an intense attraction. Intense attraction. You know, for how long we've been married, Mommy? 41 years, and so plus 2, because we dated for 2 years. You know, and I just want to make sure that what I'm tasting in my mouth is real. So I tasted for 2 years. Now I don't allow nobody to date that long. You know, we old fogey, so you can understand that. You know, I don't allow somebody to date. But, you know, love is a word, is an intense attraction. If you just meet them today, and you will naturally, and I will get to that, you naturally get attracted immediately. But how long does that attraction last? Okay, how long does that attraction last? You know, when Mommy met me, I was 6 foot something. Have I ever been 6 foot? I look 6 foot. I was 36 in the waist and all that. You know, but if that love is not lasting, you know, when my stuff start budging, you know, then she would trade me in like you do a car. Love is not for your happiness, it's for the happiness of the other person. I want to rub it in. It's not for your happiness. You know what? That's the way it will work. Because if you continue to seek the happiness of the other person, and the other person continue to seek your happiness, ain't nobody judging nobody. But if you base it on your happiness, there's nothing I can do. Give me some water. There's nothing I can do. Y'all choke me up now. Thank you. There's nothing I can do that can meet your bar, the level you set. But if the level you set is a level for yourself, then keep struggling to meet that bar. Don't expect me to meet your bar. No. You just meet your own bar. Your own bar is to make me happy. You just continue to do that. Don't worry about what I do. Just continue to meet that bar. One of my daughter called me today. Daughter, I'd like to get some water. And she said, did you like what I gave you for birthday? I said, yeah. Well, I wanted to give you something more, but I don't want other daughters that you had before me to be jealous. I said, baby, let me tell you something. I say, any of my daughter that is jealous, I always tell them to compete. Y'all didn't catch it. Step up. If somebody do something for me and you jealous of it, outdo them. Just outdo them. Just start competition. And that is the way it will be in the marriage. If your husband do something for you that you jealous, outdo him. Give me water, I'll give him Coca-Cola or something. Okay? Outdo one another. In the only way you can outdo one another is if you compete in making the other person happy. You made me happy, you got it coming. You did this for me, you got it coming. I'm going to rub it in your nose because I'm going to outdo what you just did. Now y'all see where I'm going? Y'all see? Okay. Not. What about the shirt I bought you last year when it was Christmas? Now you just bought me a handkerchief. How come I bought you? Do you know how much that shirt cost me? Because you are weighing it based on your happiness. But you have to weigh it based on their happiness. If you say you love someone, their happiness must be very important to you. Love is the feeling that a person's happiness is important to you, and the way you show this feeling is your loving behavior towards them. It is your loving behavior towards them. That's the way you show that happy feeling. All right, give me the scripture. Listen to what 1 John 4:7. He said, beloved, let us love one another. Beloved, let us love one another. What is that? What did he say? He said, beloved, make one another happy. Because that's what love is. Beloved, let us make one another happy. He didn't say, beloved, let you make you happy. I ain't stupid. You are. You are very, very, very stupid. I'm stupid. I'm going to take care of me. You are stupid then. Because if you take care of you, you are stupid. Okay? The reason why God made us is so that we love ourselves. No. It's so that we love one another. Love is no good unless expressed. That is the meaning of God recalling men and say it was not good for men to be what? No, that's not the Hebrew. Thank you. What you translate to be alone is not the alone in English. The Hebrew word was all in one. Because man was all in one. So he was trying to love, but the thing that he's going to love was in him. And God has to pull that thing out for him to see and love it. Because if you are all in one, you ain't got nothing to love. So those of you who've been loving yourself, you messed up. If God says not good, it is not good. So he said, beloved, let us love one another, for love is what? Because the name of God is love. Because, no, not the name, that's who he is. When you love somebody, you are just lavishing God on them. And everyone that loveth is born of what? So, if you, not everyone that love himself, everyone that loveth is born of God. So, all you children of the devil, that's what the Bible says. If you don't love somebody, you are children of the devil. Because only the one that love is the children of God. And if you are in the church and you say you're children of God and you don't love, then you are a bastard. I didn't say that. Okay. He that loveth not don't even have a clue what God is. Because how can you don't love and say you know God when God is love? Say you don't know love. Okay? So you need to measure yourself at every time. Am I expressing God? And if it's in you, you're going to express it. So if you find yourself not expressing it, you need to check yourself out. Maybe you are not where you think you are. For God is love. In this was manifested the love of God towards us, because that God sent his only begotten Son into the world that we might live through him. Herein is love. Not that we love God, but that he loved us. Not that you love yourself, is that you love somebody. And you know what? The one that is complaining that he's not loved is the one that don't love. Because if you love him, you won't have no chance or time to see who ain't loving you. You are not called to measure other people. You are only called to measure yourself. I promise you, if you take this to practice, it will change your life. That's what I did. I took it to practice. You know, mommy never told me, but she just showed me. And when she showed me, I felt jealous and tried to outdo her. Jealous is good. Herein is love. Not that we love God, but that he loved us. And when he loved us, what did he do? He sent his Son to be the replacement or propitiation for our sin. Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought also to love us, we also to love one another. Because God didn't stay there loving himself. He loved us because it's love and he has to apply it. All right, quickly, I want to deal with I'm not going to deal with the biblical injunction. I want to deal with types of love, but before I deal with the type of love, I want to walk you into it. Like I told you, love is not 3 types. You know, we will deal with 8 types quickly tonight because, you know, I want to get, no matter how long it took me, we're going to deal with all 8 tonight. So, okay? And we're going to do it very fast. And if you do this, like you're getting it, I'll go fast. Love has a broad spectrum, and so many things have been termed as love, but they are not love. Love is so broad, and what we even call love is not love. I read something somewhere this past week. He says, to buy a $500 furniture for the house is not as good as to go on a $300 vacation. Let me say it again. To buy a $500 furniture for the house is not as good as taking your mates to a $300 vacation. Because you are telling them, I care so much about you that I'm willing to, you know, I buy furniture so both of us can sit on it. But when I take you on vacation, this is yours. Okay? So love is as, you know, what we call love. Oh, well, I love you. I just bought a, you know, a pot and pan for the kitchen. Next. We shall examine some of these things in this series, and then I want to zero in on another class on the perfect love, which is the God kind of love. But I want to examine different types of love that we call love, but then at the end, not today, we will zero in on the perfect love, which is the love of God. We are created to love because God's nature is love. And part of God that we share, especially as believer, is the love part of God, which is all of the part of God. So I want to show you 2 things about love. Love is innate, I-N-N-A-T-E, innate, and is also intrinsic. Love is innate and is also what? Intrinsic. I want to show you this 2 parts. The intrinsic part of love is what we call the instinct of love. The intrinsic part of love is what we call the instinct of love. As human, we have wired in us an instinct to be magnetized by opposite sex, especially the one that we love. Our hormones will respond when approaches are made. An inside of that instinct for our hormone to respond is intrinsic. Do you get it? It is an instinct that is eternal, intrinsic. You don't know why you do that. We don't know how we do that. But it is God created instinct in us. Let's go further. Give me the next slide. Hurry up. How we express this is the main issue. And some people say, why should sexual sin get you to hell? Well, the reason they ask that is that God intrinsically put that instinct in you to be attracted. But the problem is, even though God put that instinct in you, the control of that instinct is within your reach. you are to exercise control in everything. Mommy cooked me some eggs the other day, and the egg was so good, I wanted to eat about 4 dozen of it. Well, she would have to take me to the hospital for them to pump something out of me if I don't control the instinct that I have for that. And there are a lot of things that we are attracted to, but that instinct has to be controlled by us. Otherwise, we will mess up. So I got to the point, now, those of you who know me now really don't know me. I used to be like Deji. Deji will cook a pot of rice and sit in the kitchen with a small plate so you can think he's eating small and be putting it in it. And eat it and be putting it in it. But by the time he leave the kitchen, go and open the pot, the whole pot is gone. And that's the way I used to be. I used to be that I never get full, I just quit. I never get full, I just quit eating. And thank God I wasn't married then. Well, I was married too. You know, she was cooking it and she was blowing me up. And if she want to ration me, I go crazy. How can you ration a grown-up man? You cannot ration me. I'm grown up. You need to just fix it. I want to eat it. Yes, sir. Oh, don't ration me. But instinct is intrinsic, and control is in our hand. Oh, I'll deal with that another day. Give me the last slide. Let me go to. Okay, I want to deal with types of love. That's the last slide of walking you into types of love. You know, how many type of love do we know? Eros, agape, amphilios, anything else? These are the 3 they teach us. But I want to teach you 8 tonight, so that you can know that this thing is deeper than that, because you express love in so many ways that you don't know. And we will deal with them one by one. The first one we want to deal with is filler. Is filler. This is the one you know as your Philadelphia or your brotherly love. It's an affectionate love that is called brotherly love. Deji loved Nelvin, and he expressed that love by driving all the way from Bahalia to his house and cut his yard. That is the expression of his love. Now, if I cut Mama's yard, that ain't no love. You see my point? When Deji does it for Nelvin, that's brotherly love. When I do it for Mama, Mama say, I ain't your brother. Okay, these are types of love, because remember 2-3 slides ago, I said love is broad in its spectrum. Is broad in its spectrum. So filial love is a love that is expressed between brothers. Number 2 is a love called storge. Storge love. These, can I just post this on our Pavilion of Hope something, so you can stop writing and listen to me? Okay, I'll post it on your something so you can, because you're writing, you ain't hearing me. So stop writing, listen to me. In some classes, people will say, write. I don't like people writing. I'll post it so you can have it. Everybody shall storge. This is called family love. You may not hang out with your sister. She may not be with Tracy, but Tracy means something to her that nobody else will mean that to her. Now she may love you very much and do a lot of things to you, but you ain't Tracy. Do you follow me? The love she has for Tracy, she can never have it for Jamila. And the love she has for Jamila, she may have it for Tracy, or she may not have it for Tracy. But Jamila will never get the Tracy love. You follow me? Yeah. That is, even though she loved Jamila, even maybe more than she loved Tracy. But the love for Tracy is different. So this church is a different kind of love. This is the love that flows between parents and children, except in America. I'm going to tell you, and he can bear me witness, I've never seen strange people like over here. Huh? Your parent? I'll kill somebody and tell God they die. When it comes to parents, we will go to any length for our parents. No, I'm so serious. And over here, you got enough nerve. He ain't take care of me. He abused me. Say what? How old are you? 41? You want to see 42? This is so hard to teach here. Because you don't know the depth of what I'm talking about when it comes to parental love. No matter what your mama did to you, she brought you to this life. And the blood she spread on you, I don't care if she put you on adoption the next day, she brought you in.
It's time for a Mind Therapy Minute from Pavilion of Hope Ministries.
The razor is sharp, but can't cut a tree. The axe is strong, but it cannot cut the air. The moral of the story is everyone is important according to their unique purpose. Never look down on anyone unless you are admiring their shoes. At Pavilion of Hope Ministries, our mission is to cultivate and promote the spiritual growth of all people by spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. We are a training ground to equip disciples with kingdom principles and revelations of the Word of God. We are called to seek and save those that are lost. Please join us for worship at one of our Memphis locations. In the southeast, we have 4170 Riverdale Road, and in FRAYSER, we have 2869 Woodlawn Terrace.
Pavilion of Hope, where we create a culture of change throughout the nations that impact and empowers others to live a Christ-purposed life.
She brought you in. Okay, don't worry, y'all don't like it. I'll go teach it in the children class. The parental love is critical, and God holds parental love serious. I told Tayo, I said, this is what the Bible says. The Bible says, love your father and your mother. Now, all this crazy stuff you have started in America, and say, well, I love my father and my mother in the Lord. Where did you see that? You are my children, but I didn't bring none of y'all here. Okay? You love me. You make me your parents. I accept that. But you have to have a love for your mama. No matter what they did. Who in the world is, I told JP, and I talked to him about 2 hours today. I said, JP, you are my son. And I'm your father. Don't teach me how to be a father. Okay, don't teach me how to be a father. I'm a father the way God assigned me to be a father. And you are not to measure the way I treat you as my son. No, if you want to be a bastard, get away from me. JP, JP was going through something, and he called me, and I say, I'll hang up the phone on your face. Why will you hang up the phone on my face? I said, get out of here, hang up the phone. And he get mad. I said, oh, you going to teach me how to be your father? Oh, I'm so sorry, Daddy, I was mad. I said, no. You don't get mad at your father, no matter which way I treat you. No matter which way. Listen, this church is going to be different. This is why oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So that your word may be, is not just talking about your age. He says, so that it may also be well with you. I can slap Crisco all on you all day long, and you still never get blessed because you did not obey and honor your father and your mother. There ain't no jumping over that. You cannot, you see, you don't know. Don't put it on the prophet, put it on yourself. Put it on yourself. I told my sibling at home now, those of you who know me, not only did I build 2 houses in my hometown for my parents, took care of them as mommy. When I was dishwasher, I took care of them until they both died. When my daddy died, the money in his save was over $17,000. In 1991, that's like $1 million now. Okay? That is how well I took care of them. Guess what? Because I did that. Because I go and look at my Cash App and PayPal. Every day, my sons and daughters, Sunday, I was preaching here. Priscilla, while I was preaching, send me $200 and say, you are my daddy. Say, woman, you older than me. He said, no, you my daddy. He said, that message was mine. He said, instruction coming out of your mouth was divinely orchestrated. And almost everyone in here, I can be telling how much you send on Cash App, how much you. Why? Because I took care of I cannot hop over my parents without taking care of. We just 2-3 days ago sent 10,000 to my father in Carbondale. You cannot jump over these. You cannot jump over these. Just like I told Tayo, there are some things in life you can't jump over. Number one thing, I'm your father, I'm a bishop, but you ain't gonna get blessed if you don't pay tithe. I told my daughter that. You know, I said, you have to pay tithe. You ain't gonna get blessed. You have to do that. I said, you have to take care of your mama, period. Because it's critical. Oh God. So, storage, everybody shout storage. This type of love flow between parents. Flow between parents. You know, it flow between parents and siblings. Because there are some times that Taya will do something to me and I say, Mama, I'll kill her. And Mama say, if you kill her today, you ain't gonna have nobody to kill tomorrow. I say, okay. I'll save her till tomorrow. But tomorrow I'll make sure I'll kill her. And all of a sudden she'll call me, hey Daddy, I'm so sorry, Daddy. Look at the things you did for me in my life. If not for you, I won't have a job. I say, are you preaching to me or you want me to preach to you? I know what I did for you, okay? But that's the love. No matter what she did, the storage love is there. Number 3, let's look at this one. Don't sleep upstairs. This is the one that you all know. You know Phila, which is the brotherly love, and you know Eros. Eros is a romantic love, but I really want to get to number 5 or so, number 5 or number 6, before I get to this. There is a love called attraction love, which is the kindergarten to Eros. You know, I should have arranged it in that way, but we'll get to that. Eros is a romantic love. It is a very strong feelings of affection towards someone whom you are what? Romantically and sexually attracted to. Okay, this is the only one you embrace. Oh, Eros, Eros, Eros. The Bible wants us to Eros, sexually attracted. Number 4. If you know all this stuff going on my head. Now, this is the junior brother to number 2, to that parental love. This is the first step. It's called pragma. Pragma love is enduring. Everybody shout enduring. Now, you don't know what enduring love is. Enduring love doesn't mean to keep record. Okay? Doesn't mean to keep record. Because some of you know what somebody did to you on the 15th of July, 1960. You don't keep record. You forgive and forget. You forgive and forget. What makes you do that is because that love is enduring. This love persists in spite of the wrongdoing of the other person. Underline the word persist when I send it to you. Persist. It persists. With all he did, you still doing that? The love persists. Stole your television, I went and sold it for nickelback. The love persists. I didn't know I'm from the street too. The love persists. It is a love between spouses regardless. Maybe in marriage counseling, I need them to recite this instead of saying for better, for worse. Okay? This is what for better, for worse mean. Until death. No, until death, parentheses, and nothing else do us apart. Why are we having amnesia when we are mad at each other? Because we made that promise that we are so irromantically in love that in spite of your failure, I will still keep my vow. That in spite of your failure, I will do my part. That's Eros. That's pragma. All right, number 5. This is the, first. Ludus, this is where I'm going. Ludus is the beginning of Eros. Ludus is dating. Is flirting. I would say flirting is not good. I thank God I flirted with her. I was driving my AMC, or what's that? Was it? Oh, it was my Volkswagen. Oh, you went a long way. At least it's not a Volkswagen. I got 4 legs, not one. I was driving my Volkswagen, and I saw her, and I put a brake, it's stick shift, and put it in reverse. But because she was wearing a dress, look at her flurry. Because she was wearing a dress, I said, hey. And I look like somebody she knows. She said, hey. I said, you want to go to church with me tomorrow? I don't go. I don't even know where to take her. I have to go to Yellow Book and start looking for churches. I'm a PK. I know how to use church to win people. Okay. And she moved close to my car and said, yeah, which church you go to? Baptist church. I don't know the name. I took her to Roger Memorial Church. Don't know why y'all laughing at me. I'm a game player. Sometimes you play game and you play yourself into something. You play yourself into something and you never get out of it. 43 years later, I'm still taking her to church. You see, some of you are prophets you didn't know. What you say is going to haunt you the rest of your life. Watch your mouth when you say, I'll do anything for you. You will? And God record that in heaven. I'm going to take her to church. And I've been taking her to church 43 years ago later. But this, every hero, who was talking about me there? Every hero starts with ludus. And you commit yourself with your big mouth at ludus stage. And God let you prove it at hero stage. You have to watch what you say. But I don't want you to be careful. Just open your big mouth. Just open it. Heaven is listening. I remember I was so loaded, a dishwasher in a restaurant. I told Mama, I'll buy you a wardrobe. I probably own 2 pens to myself then. I was in ludus. I was in my flirtation state. And it's going to be good for some of you to stay flirting for a long time. Maybe if you fake it, you're going to make it. Number 6. Number 6 is mania. This is where we got maniac from. This is a controlling love. I told you love is wide and spectrum. This is a controlling love. And I'm going to spend, when we get deep into marriage counseling, I'm going to get this through the thick head of all you women. That I'm going to get it through the thick head that if you are in your stage number, put number 5 back up. When you are flirtatious, don't close your eyes. When you are in ludus state, don't close your eyes. Some of you are kissing with your eyes closed. You flirting with your eyes closed. Don't close, because you may be dealing with a maniac. Oh, this is my church. You're going to be changed when I get through. You may be dealing with a maniac. I remember I remember when Greg was dating, what's Edward's sister's name? Not April. Who dating Nicole. The first time I met Greg, that Nicole asked him to come and speak to me. And I kept him in the office for 3 hours. Nicole came knocking on the door. By the time you get through with him, he ain't gonna marry me. What y'all talking about for so long? Because I know by the time you get through with him, he ain't gonna marry me. I said, that's what y'all do. Y'all so blind. Love is blind. Love ain't blind. You the one blind. So looters, go back to my maniac. So maniac is the intense desire. Watch this now. Because a maniac is not just crazy, it is the intensity of their desire that leads to possessiveness. And if you know how to control it from the beginning, instead of being a punching bag, because there are some women that, punch me, that's because you love me. No, am I telling the truth? Okay. Especially if they have come from abusive relationship. Then the next relationship is not abusive. Oh, we're going to deal with that. You come from abusive relationship and you bring the baggage from that abusive relationship, and this relationship is still open to you, and you don't like that relationship because stop it. Wait a minute. You are not a punching bag, but unless you do that, you just stop it. Yeah, okay there, okay love. I will slap both of you on both faces. Because that is not the way. Now, listen to this now. Both sides will try to feel each other. But if you are not taught, you will let it progress to the point of maniac. But if you are taught, when that strong desire is coming, accept it, like me, want me. But when it's becoming possessive, that's when you say, Negro, my daddy didn't raise me like that. This is not the way you talk to me, because my daddy don't talk to me like that. And that's my first example of man. And even if your daddy talk to you like that, you ain't gonna take that to your marriage life. Okay? There is nothing wrong to set the course straight in the beginning. Don't let them be at the fourth base. You've been married 28 years. You're trying to straight. A dry fish cannot be bent. It's going to crack. If it's dry, you can bend it. But when you just get it out of the water, you can bend it either way. But get it straight from the beginning. Say, we ain't going to do this. This is the way we're going to do it. We're going to discuss. I know big I and little you. We are equal. Oh, I will deal with the equality. We are equal. I don't care if you're the one paying the house note, we are still equal. All right, number 7, let's get out of here. This is called philasua. It is a self-love. Let me explain to you. I'm not saying don't love yourself. You have to love yourself first. That's your first understanding of love. But don't judge people by the way they love you. judge your relationship by the way you love somebody. But you have to have self-love. Okay, if you don't love yourself, I don't want you around me. Because if you don't love yourself, you don't love anybody. So self-love develop into family love. The way you love yourself is what will happen when you had 3 children running around and you have to get up at 5 o'clock and the park is still open and the children say, let's go to the park, and you are beat, you've been in the sun all day, you are beat, you know, but you love yourself so much that you say, any man who worked this hard deserves to have some fun. So babies, let's go in the pool, let's go to the park. Self-love is the first thing that you learn in order to love one another. You have to develop that for you. Now, I didn't mean self-love means selfish. Okay, there's a difference between self-love and selfish. I don't want nobody that don't love himself. I want somebody that loves themselves enough. They gave me something to love. And I'm encouraged that they will love me. So, self-love. And the last one we want to deal with, number 8, is agape. And this is where we will stop tonight, because we will take a whole night and work with agape. Agape is different from all the 7 types of love we talk about, because this is a love that rub across our vein as human. This is a love that sacrificed myself for you. Let me tell you something, then I'm through. A chicken and a pig ate one day. And it was breakfast time. And the chicken asked the pig, what do we have for breakfast? No, the pig was the one who raised the question, because he's trying to protect himself. And the chicken quickly said, let's have bacon and eggs. And self-protection kick in for the pig. The pig said, bacon and egg? Can't you choose something like cereal? He said, we ain't got no farm. Where are we going to get cereal? Where are we going to get bacon and egg? He said, oh, I got egg, you got bacon. He said, yeah, I got bacon, but egg, you can pick one that you lay. But for us to get our bacon, I have to make a total sacrifice. Oh, because for there to be a bacon, I'm not going to be there to eat it with you. The bacon was God, who wanted to have breakfast with you and only asked for 10%, 1% of your earnings, and he will give a total. He will give you 100% of himself and just ask for 10% of yourself. Bacon and egg. This is so strange because self-protection is the rule of human life. That is, no matter what I do, I have to protect myself. Otherwise, you'll be looking for bacon every day. And all you're going to give is one of the eggs you lay. And you're going to lay another one next morning. But you're going to be asking me for bacon. And I'll have to lay my life down. God laid his life down for us so that we can have the bacon. but just to give a tiny. Can you give 10% of your time? Can you give 10% of your fun? Even some of us giving 10% of our income. The Bible asks for 10% of your increase. Anything that increase you. Not you dividing it and say, I'm going to take $10 for gas, because if I don't have gas, I can get down there. And you will be penny pinching God. And you had all Monday to yourself. You have all Tuesday to yourself. You have all Wednesday to yourself. That's my clock saying 9:30, I need to quick. You have all Wednesday to yourself until 7 o'clock. And as soon as it's 7 o'clock, you want to give God 2 hours, which is less than 10% of 24-hour Wednesday. You forgot the 2 hours you owe on Monday, the 2 hours you owe on Tuesday, the 2 hours you owe on Thursday, the 2 hours you owe on Friday, the 2 hours you owe on Saturday. Bacon and egg. Oh, well, I pray at home. God just asked you that the egg I'm asking for is for you to drive to church.
Thank you for watching. I'm sure you were richly blessed by this message. For more life-changing messages from Bishop Wesley Arije, visit us on social media. To know more about Pavilion of Hope, please visit our website at www.pavilionofhope.net or join us as a special guest for our transformation service every Sunday at any of our locations closest to you. Pavilion of Hope, where faith is renewed and hope is restored.